Okay. Can we talk about Fangio now?
Yeah.
Because this is the biggest salt I've seen in a long time. So pretty much what the context is, the Ravens were, what was it, 3 yards away from tying the NFL record for the most consecutive games with 100 rushing yards.
Yes.
With 5 seconds left and the Ravens with the ball, so they pretty much won the game. All they have to do is take a knee, victory formation, all that fun nonsense. Instead of doing that, they run a play and they tie the record. Mm-hmm. And Fangio, after the game, I don't remember his exact quote, but it was something along the lines of, I knew they were going to do that. I knew this was what Harbaugh was going to do. Like, I knew it was coming. And, like, he was complaining about it. Mm-hmm. Why didn't you stop it then?
Yes.
You knew it was coming.
This is the first thing that I jumped to. Here's my thing. I do think it's a little bush league. I understand the concern that people have. Well, why are you doing that? You're risking the. No, I actually hear me out. You guys remember when Greg Schiano was an NFL coach, and they played Tampa, or he was on Tampa, and they played against New York. And they had they slanted their defensive tackles inside on a quarterback kneel, and they hit Eli Manning. Lamar Jackson could have knelt the ball, and Shelby Harris could have been slanted down and could have whacked him. But he instead had sort of a rolling pocket. It's kind of like when a team sets up for a field goal, right? When you have a last second field goal, you want to get in the perfect spot for your kicker, and you just I don't know, run a little bit and slide down. Lamar did that. He gained a couple yards, but he essentially did that. I think he was safer on that play than he could have been on a quarterback kneel down. So do I have an issue with going for the record? Maybe, but it's bit, cool. But it's like 3 years long. It started his first NFL start. I do find, I understand what Harbaugh is saying, that it's a meaningful record, and I get all the people are, well, okay, classic Ravens, they only care about the regular season. Okay, well, okay, whatever. They won the game. That's the most important thing. They won the game. So they won the game, and they had the record, and they dunked on Denver without needing to have the record for the first 59 minutes and 59 seconds. So Denver fans, calm down. Pittsburgh fans, Kansas City fans, calm down. Kansas City, take your L from 2 weeks ago. Fangio, Harbaugh, I can't really defend Harbaugh here. I think Harbaugh had a funny quote today that he didn't know of a 16-point play, and they were throwing jump balls into the end zone. Denver was with Drew Lock. So I think Fangio just comes off bad here to me. Harbaugh, I don't know if he comes off better, but I think Fangio comes off as a crotchety old man, yells at clouds. So good win for Baltimore. Go into hostile territory, win by 16, totally shut down the Denver offense. We're able to move the ball through the air against an elite Denver defense. I'm worried about the running game with Le'Veon Bell, Devontae Freeman, and Latavius Murray. But hey, maybe Tyson Williams is back in the good graces of the coaching staff and plays next week. Hopefully he does, so I don't have to complain.
Fingers crossed.
All right. Is there any other game you want to touch on?
Do we wrap it up with Mr. Urban Meyer?
Yeah, speaking of bad coaches, let's talk about Urban Meyer.
Yeah, go all in, Henry.
Yeah, so Meyer was spotted on video in a restaurant in Cincinnati dancing and having a good time and just chilling with this lady. And that lady wasn't his wife. So he's in the doghouse. Shad Khan puts out a statement. He says, we've spoken to Urban Meyer about the situation, and he's apologized. It's a crisis in Jacksonville. There have been so many scandals since the Urban Meyer era began. All right? Shall I start from the beginning? Read this list?
Yeah, go all the way back to January when he gets hired. Oh, you're practicing your Hamlet writing or reading, right?
Yeah, there we go. In January, he hired Chris Doyle as the team's director of sports performance. Chris Doyle was accused of making racist comments and belittling players during his time at Iowa.
Fantastic start.
Was he the Hitler guy
I have
from Last
no
Chance
idea.
U?
I
Okay,
don't
because I
think he
feel like
was.
I don't know. I just
I don't
remember that.
remember. I don't know.
Okay. Anyways, continue.
Sign Tim Tebow.
Oh god. As a tight end, by the way.
As a tight end. Drafted a running back in the first round despite having James Robinson on the roster. Openly admitted to saying he wanted Kadarius Toney with the pick they used on Travis Etienne.
Actually, okay, I'll have some pushback on that. Tony's a good player. Like I understand you can say Florida this, Florida that, but
Well, yeah, but you can't say that. You have to go. Oh, he was the guy we went all wrong. You have to put out the PR.
You
and
shouldn't
such.
openly say that after you've already made the draft pick.
Exactly.
okay,
That's what I think
okay. I would be cool with it. I'd be cool with it, but okay, go ahead.
Told reporters that they cut players due to their vaccine status. NFLPA opened an investigation. Had an open competition for starting quarterback from between Trevor Lawrence and Gardner Minshew, and I think that's enough.
That's a complete meme.
Yeah.
Already traded away last year's pick, number 9 overall pick. The team is 0-4. Didn't travel with the team home after the loss to Cincinnati. Owner
Canceled
released a
practice meeting
statement
today, right?
that Meyer must regain our trust and respect. Yes, he canceled the team meeting. And here's a quote from Mark Long of the Associated Press from Urban Meyer. It says, quote, Meyer on getting the team ready to play the Titans, quote, I don't believe that's in my court. The leaders on this team are going to make that decision. It depends on how much trust you have built up with them, how we structure everything this week and focus on winning that game. Urban Meyer is not coaching.
Oh Lord, have mercy on our souls. What was that? What was that? Like what?
Is he okay? Is he genuinely like mentally okay?
I don't think so. I don't know.
How can you be an NFL head coach and say, like, okay, I get this.
Oh no, it's not up to me to control the locker room. It's not my fault. It's not my problem. He literally just said that.
I get the sentiment that it's with the players, but he went about saying that in the worst possible way. I don't even know if I could like come up with a way to say it worse than how Urban did. That was
I'd like to hear that.
Oh, there was more.
There's more.
Oh boy.
I'm going to be extremely clear as I can. Our staff is working their tails off. But you know as well as I do that the ownership of this team is with the players.
Okay. I don't hate that. I think
that's not as egregious.
Yeah, there is some validity to that he can game plan all he wants. If you give Sean McVay 11 chairs, it's not going to become a 12-win football team, right? If you give Bill Belichick 53 packets of corn dogs, it's not going to be an elite football team. Yeah, he might. I had this theory when the Patriots started 8-0 in 2019 that they could win games if they had just the jerseys of the players, not the players themselves. And I will say that my take that Mike Tomlin would go 9-8 with 53 mini corn dogs. I'm gonna have to readjust that because I didn't factor in how bad Ben Roethlisberger is. Actually, mini corn dogs
might be. Would you rather
be,
have Ben Roethlisberger or a mini corn dog?
I would 100% rather have mini corn dogs.
No, I would too. I was just being
because I think I would rather play 10 on 11 and just snap it to Najee Harris because Najee's actually playing well and the offensive line hasn't. Points. Yeah, the offensive line hasn't been like awful. It's been bad, but it hasn't been like It's been better than, I don't know, Cincinnati, kind of. Although, ironically enough, Cincinnati played against Pittsburgh and allowed 0 sacks. But, Jacksonville's a mess.
Mm-hmm.
This we've known for a little bit.
This is true.
I would like to take a moment to highlight that Trevor Lawrence should have stayed in school to avoid Jacksonville. I am petty. I have the receipts. Yeah. I have an October Sports Illustrated article that says that Trevor Lawrence should spurn the Jets and go back to Clemson. I have the whole clip from Jeremy Schaap that says the NFL should institute a draft lottery instead of rewarding the Jets with Trevor Lawrence. I have so much. I have Roddy White. I'm going to make it Curb Your Enthusiasm sort of montage here.
Uh-huh.
And just tweet after tweet after story in this spinning order. Just
Oh man, yeah. I should ask Frankie for the YouTube login, and you can make a video.
I will do that.